Welcome to PCO London's explanation of TfL's Topographical Assessment. Courtesy of PCO London. At PCO London we offer specialist training at our TfL-approved training centre. With over 20 years' experience delivering topographical training, we are here to guide you through, to develop your technical understanding of the A to Z, Edition 18. And to train you in the correct techniques for answering these assessment-style questions. The style of these questions vary. You will need to show your understanding of the points on a compass. You will need to identify directions as requested. For example, naming the points of a compass, you will have a drop-down menu and you need to select the correct answers from a list. You will also be asked to determine which direction you be travelling in multiple questions. For example, starting from central London travelling to Romford, which direction will you be travelling? Here you would use central London as a starting point and Romford as an end point. You will then plot the direction between these 2 points and select your answer from the drop-down menu. The aim of this section is to check your understanding of each direction. You need a firm understanding of the compass direction questions as you will be asked to determine directions in the map reading questions also. In our class training 2 out of 3 students make a mistake when it comes to answering these questions. Some of the questions can be confusing for a number of reasons. Let's take a look at some of the common mistakes. The main reasons for mistakes are as follows. If you don't read the question correctly. If a question is asking you to go from destination A to an endpoint, let's call this destination B, and you answered the question in reverse, starting from point B ending at point A, you will have made a mistake and this will show in your answer. If this is new to you and you have not used a compass before. If you have limited experience with a compass or perhaps you've learned a method from somewhere before but you've remembered it incorrectly. Many people are taught how to use a compass very young and you might need to learn it again to be clear on how to use a compass accurately. If you're rushing to make your answers. If you rush you could mix up the names of the points on a compass, or, if you approach the question with too much confidence you will make mistakes. There are many students out there who believe they deserve to pass the assessment because they have been driving a long time, they have seen the A to Z before, and they have real-life experience using it. However, you still need to show the correct answers on your assessment. For the compass section of the assessment you need a firm understanding of cardinal points, and a clear method for remembering which direction you're heading. These are the most common mistakes for this type of question, and honestly it's important to remember this throughout the entire assessment. You must remember to read the assessment questions carefully. If you don't understand the question you will get it wrong 100% of the time. This is something to avoid. You can avoid losing precious marks by reading the question more than 1 time. 2 to 3 times is enough. This will give you time to spot any tricks or road names used in the question. You should always pay attention to which part of the question you need to answer. And lastly, you should leave time to check your final answers before moving on to the next question or submitting your assessment at the end. When you are approaching assessment questions, there are 2 major factors to consider. Accuracy. This is when you answer the questions correctly because you have provided the accurate information. To do this you must use the correct method for finding your answers. This is the first step to success when we are practicing for an assessment. You must work on your accuracy first. This ensures each time you answer a question you answer that question correctly. Speed. This is about how familiar you are with the style of question, and what we are talking about is how quickly can you apply the correct method needed to answer the question. This is the second step to success. First you need to work on your accuracy, and as you practice you will naturally gain the speed needed to pass your assessment. Just like anything, practice makes perfect. Remember, you can flag questions you don't recognize straight away and then come back to them later. You cannot take anything with you into the assessment such as mobile phones, pens, pencils or sheets of paper. The assessment is done in silence. Any disruption may result in you being asked to leave the building. The assessment. The assessment will be exactly 90 minutes and the questions will be randomized. You will get 25 multiple choice and 4 journey questions. You can flag questions you don't recognize straight away and then come back to them later. Please remember you cannot take anything with you into the assessment such as mobile phones, pens, pencils or sheets of paper. The assessment is done in silence. Any disruption may result in you being asked to leave the building. So if your assessment date is coming soon, do not hesitate to contact one of the team, and when you attend the training we will break down everything you need to know to prepare for your TfL Topographical Assessment date. You can visit our web page online at www.pco.london to book a training session. You can call our training center Monday through Friday between 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. tel 0208850100, or alternatively you can email us at contactus@pco.london to discuss any of your training needs. See you on the next video.